I think that there are levels of experience and perception when it comes to the self that are hidden from most people. And I think that if we're really honest with ourselves, I mean, hey, if this doesn't speak to you, like, by all means, like, maybe you're not supposed to do it. That's totally, I am like 0% evangelical when it comes to this kind of stuff, or really anything, because I fully believe in the power of each soul's path and really, you know, respecting that. And, I don't know what's right for everybody. But I will say that in the people that I've worked with and in my own experience, I feel often there is, when people are really honest, kind of a sense of unfulfillment, or kind of even, it's like, is this all there really is? Or maybe you reach a certain level and then you're like, okay, like, I've got the house or the kids or whatever, and the business, but it's like, isn't there something more? And is this actually all I am? Is this
Mm.
really it? Like, I'm this human called Julia, and I fit into these kind of boxes, and like, this is what I do day after day after day after day. I think somewhere inside, a lot of people know that they have an identity that is bigger than what they're currently identified with,
Yeah.
you know? And so what DNA activation does is it helps to connect you with that identity on a broader level. And it's not that you lose the human identity. Like, it's not like, there are some DNA activation practitioners too that kind of talk in this way where it's like, well, you're going to just like, ascend into your crystalline light body, and then you'll be living in the 5D, and then you won't have any more need for like human relationships or things like money or career or emotions or like, and that's not at all how I see it. It's more like that identity can exist inside of a broader picture of you.
Mm.
And there's also, with DNA activation, there's a lot that can release and elevate for people to where thought processes become clearer, that like mental clarity happens. There's more access to states like unconditional love, or connection with all that is. There's sometimes more access to certain psychic gifts or abilities or ways of perceiving things that weren't previously available. And to me, that's really exciting. And there's also impacts. It's not just on the level of like, I'm going to float away to this beautiful spiritual experience in the clouds. There's practical shifts that take place inside of relationships. I mean, there are patterns that we hold in our cellular memory from our ancestry or from our past lives that can be recoded, you know? And when we start to connect with and really remember who we are on a spiritual level, in
Mm.
addition to who we are on a human level,
Mm.
we start to behave differently. We start to make different choices. We start to break patterns. We start to want to treat ourselves more kindly. I mean, all kinds of different things can happen for people. We start to live in a greater state of abundance. So obviously I'm passionate about it, and I think it's really helpful.
100%. Yeah, I agree, definitely.